What's up, Big Jumbo here. I'm just gonna do a little what sold video where I tell you some stuff that's sold for over $50 since July 27th, which was the last time that I did a what sold video. Currently, I'm trying not to list anything where I list it for under $20. Things that will reasonably sell for over $20. The average sold price is gradually coming up. We're finally over $30. But the quantity solds are going down. This is for the week so far. This vintage Polo Ralph Lauren jacket, men's XLT, sold for, I believe it was about $159. It was $159. And I believe I probably paid 20 bucks for this. And this one might not be, true vintage. But typically when it's on one of their older blue labels with the white, it's going to be like early 2000s. And then I think it went to a silver, and then now it's yellow or gold. Yeah, look out for anything Polo Ralph Lauren that is substantial, especially a leather jacket. Like, that's obviously going to be good. The other day I just found a denim flannel lined jacket, which I thought was going to be super good, but they actually only sell for like 60 bucks. But I listed it higher than 60 bucks because I think mine's a little cooler. It has like asymmetrical pockets. Here's another leather jacket. Look in the leather jacket section. They're good usually. An LL Bean vintage one. Let's see. I want to look at the tag. I saw it was made in USA, so I picked it up. I paid 25 bucks for this, and it sold for, I think, around 120. It had like a wool lining. I mean, obviously you're gonna look this up, but there was a guy in the reseller Nirvana group the other day who said like, LL Bean is never worth picking up. The guy's just a complete moron. It's actually one of my favorite brands to pick up. Just even for like their bread and butter items, like their Henleys can do good. Like stuff that sells for $20. Their sun-washed canvas shirts are good. Those are easy 20 bucks. You don't really want to pick up like that modern like windbreakers and stuff like that. But even just like fleeces, I think it's a pretty good company to resell. This one I priced super high because all the competition was priced super high, but the sold comps didn't really back it up. I sold this for 80 bucks because I kind of priced it to the moon. So I was like, I'm going to accept any offer around like 100 or whatever, but 80 bucks was close enough for me. It's a Levi's denim jacket, and typically for Levi's vintage, black is like way more rare to find. And if you find vintage Levi's that's black, it's almost always worth grabbing, even if it's like a crappy size. But yeah, vintage Levi's, obviously good. This is one that might not be obviously good to you. This one sold full price for 125. It is actually don't know the brand on this one because they're going to be all different manufacturers of these military jackets. But what you're looking for is when they say extreme cold weather. Any military stuff that says extreme cold weather or extreme wet weather, I think can be good too. But this is the one you're going to find. This is like my third time finding this jacket, and it always sells for over 100 and pretty quick. And this is like the middle of summer. So if you have like an Air Force base around you, look for extreme cold weather. It's like a big, heavy puffer jacket. It's good. Here's another Polo Ralph Lauren one. Paid 15 bucks for this, which is a pretty good deal in my opinion. And I sold it for 100. Took an offer. It had like a lot of wear around the collar there, as you can see. Otherwise, I probably would have priced it even higher. But it's just kind of a military style, which is popular. Like, it's kind of like a knockoff. What's that brand? Not Aviator Nation. What's that damn brand? Alpha Industries. Sorry. It's like a knockoff Alpha Industries jacket. And it's a huge size. I should have priced this one higher, honestly, because there's no other 5XL sold or listed. But anything interesting that's Polo Ralph Lauren's. Like this one says where your like military name badge would go. This says R. Lauren. It's obviously going to be good. Here's another military piece. This is a Air Force, like bomber jacket with the fleece collar. I think I paid $14.99 for this. Just basically look up any military jacket you find, especially if it's older. I think this one is from 1976. You see where it says DSA 176? I think that's like right after Vietnam era. If it's like in the 60s or early 70s, I'll put Vietnam for that type of stuff. I found a 1963 Alpha Industries A1 jacket the other day. And I listed it for like $250. This thing took a long time to sell. Sold, it got all the way to 20% off, and then they bought it full price. It's called a bio romper. It's just like a, and it didn't sell till I put the word, it hadn't sold, and I was like, why hasn't this sold yet? And then I edited it and I put the word flight suit. I looked at the ones that had sold and I didn't put flight suit in mine. And once I did that, it sold quicker. Yeah, over $100 for this guy. And I convinced the lady at Salvation Army that this was considered pants. So I paid $7.50 for it because it is pants, technically. It's like a big onesie type thing. There are types of Kuiu pants that sell for like $150. Unfortunately, these ones weren't the ones. That's what the logo looks like. I'll go closer. These ones sold on an offer of $90, maybe $85, but I believe it was $90. Look for that little logo there. It's like a ram's head. And then it's a, I thought this brand sucked for a long time because when I was looking it up on eBay, I kept typing in Kulu, but it's Kuiu. Kuiu, it's like a hunting / outdoor brand. Sold another pair of Origin jeans. I'm not sure the offer I took on these ones. I'm sure it was over $80. Where's the label? You're looking for that guy there. And they pretty much always sell for around $100. Origin jeans. They're like kind of one of those made in USA, like workwear, America type brands, and they're pretty good. Here's a pair of Dainese jeans. It's a like motorcycle protective company that's made in Italy, I believe. And on the inside of these, there's going to be like little sleeves to put knee pads. I think these ones might have had the knee pads. I know they didn't. I grabbed 2 pairs of these on the same day. These ones were in like perfect condition, so I listed them for like $100. I think I took an offer of $75. Definitely look for motorcycle jeans. Don't put Kevlar in the title, because these have Kevlar lining, but we don't put that in the title. This was a really interesting one. These are a pair of vintage Levi's jeans, but these are one of the ones that Levi's, the company, bought back and then resold as vintage jeans. Like if you look at the, here I'll go to the tag. It's called Levi's Authorized Vintage. So these are just basic 501s, vintage 501s that you would get like $50 for. They sell them for $248. And there wasn't a lot of comps for Levi's Authorized Vintage on eBay, honestly. But I listed these ones for, what, $100? Yeah, and they sold full price. Really quick too. Let's see. So they're actual vintage jeans, and then they do this to the back patch. They put small 30 over it. It looks really tacky, honestly. And then they stamp this on the inside. But they actually still have the old vintage tag. And then they sew in a new tag. So very confusing. It could trick some people. But they are more valuable than a regular pair of 501s. Good size though. Maybe I could have priced these ones a little higher. I don't know. With that good size, you could probably price a regular vintage 501 at about $100 too. Sold the Brioni shirt. Now this one I know sold on an offer for like $50, but for some reason it's not showing here. Don't know why. Maybe it was because like, I don't know. But it's just a Brioni shirt. This one wasn't as good. I've sold another one for much more. So I started pricing them all super high. But that one that I sold was way cooler than this one. So if it's not as cool, maybe price it a little lower. But Brioni's really good. Like here's a pair of vintage 80s 501s that I sold full price for $85.88. And you can tell they're 80s by this tag here. I forgot to rotate it, I guess. Like I would guess those ones are 1987, May 1987 probably. Yeah, but this little paper tag with no bat wing on it is either going to be 70s or 80s. The one in the 70s is actually a little more old looking. This is like late 70s to like 1986, I think. Here's another Polo Ralph Lauren jacket. I think I got 50 or 60 for this one. Not as cool as the other military one, but it's kind of a military style, maybe like more of a English hunting style. What'd I put? I put barn chore coat quilted. Another good size. I should have priced this one higher, honestly. Yeah, but look for the Polo Ralph Lauren, just anything you don't see every day. Pick it up. I think I actually did mention these in like a pulling my orders video, but this company is called SKRE. And anytime you find any hunting or tactical apparel that has an interesting camo, like this is like a weird, like Jackson Pollock type, like splatter, but also digital camo at the same time. Really cool camo pattern. I sold these and a vest to the same guy for $60 a piece. So $120 plus double shipping he paid. Look up camo stuff. This took a long time to sell. Finally sold for $65. And what's cool now that I don't do my coupon anymore, I sell way more stuff full price. It's just a Levi's, what is this, Type 3 jacket that has the sleeves cut off. And it took a long time to sell because it has all this junk on it from the Teamsters. Teamsters stuff you would think would be good, but there's so much of it. It's like not that great. But yeah, it was made in USA. It was vintage, whatever. Icebreaker, super good. You probably already know about this. It's merino wool stuff. Got a nice little sweater here. Guessing I got 55 or 60 for this because I wouldn't take too steep of an offer on Icebreaker stuff. It's going to sell. And we also sold another one as well, a hoodie. It's just one of those brands that like nobody knows about. And it looks like that logo there, honestly looks like a Champion logo or something. So people just think it's junk. And the thrifts usually think it's junk too. This is a new brand to me I found the other day. It's called Stan Ray. And this pattern here, this like, it's not a pinstripe, it's called hickory stripe. It's basically like that railroad train driver, train conductor type material. It can increase the value by quite a bit on items. Like, and it can make items that if you don't know that keyword, it can make them sell faster, like Ben Davis shirts. If you have the striped ones like this that don't say hickory stripe and you add hickory stripe, they're probably going to sell like within a week. But even Dickies, if you find a Carhartt jacket with this, it's really good. Hickory stripe is a popular pattern. Here's some Jordan pants. I really screwed up bad on this one. I sold these for $50, but on the Seller Hub, I go through there really quick every day and I send out my offers. And I accidentally had 30 items from the day before that I hadn't promoted yet. And I clicked on the eligible to promote thing, and then I did 20% offer. Or I did 20% promoted, where I thought I was doing a 20% off offer. So I had 30 items, and I'm pretty sure I only have one left of those 30 because 20% promotion definitely 100% works. I didn't realize till I looked at my like awaiting or not my waiting, my payments page, and then I was like, wow, I paid $15. Why did I pay $15 in promotion fees on this one? So yeah, I sold it for 15 bucks. Paid like 15 bucks in promotion. Because when you promote, it also includes the shipping into the percentage, which this just really bummed me out. So then I had to go through my entire store. You can't sort it by what it's promoted at, which is really annoying. And just double check that nothing else was promoted at 20%. But still, these sell for 50 bucks at least. These are joggers. They are the 23 engineered line of Jordan. And there was another one there in the thrift that I didn't grab, and I was pissed about it afterwards because I paid 15 bucks for these. And I was like, I don't know if these are actually going to be good, and they were good. I should have grabbed the other pair as well. Here's a Roosevelt's, or Roosevelt's, whatever shirt. I couldn't find any sold comps for this one. It's got the Christmas Vacation, whatever, cartoons on there. I believe it sold for $50 or $55. And this is another one of those brands that I see resellers in the thrift looking things up, and I'll go after them and I'll find this brand, RSVLTS, because it looks cheap. It looks like something you'd find at Kohl's or something. And last but not least, we sold a pair of I spelled it wrong, and I still got full price. Birdwell Beach breeches. They're actually Birdwell Beach breeches. Where's the brand? I did Birdwell for the brand, so they still found it. Yeah, these are really good. Every single different style of Birdwell is good too. Like, this is the most common one you're going to find. They're like 100% nylon. They really feel cheap and crappy, but they are good. So a lot of people skip over them because you feel them and you're instantly like, ugh. Like, these would be very uncomfortable to wear, but they are very good. Birdwell Beach breeches. Anyways, thank you for watching.